Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
Can you show any of your government ID? I need to take a screenshot.
Okay. Is it visible?
Yeah, just a minute. I will take a screenshot. Yeah, okay. Can you can you shortly brief about yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name is. I have total 10 years of experience, mostly into front-end development. Uh, I have worked on the technology like React.js. I have bit experience about the Vue.js as well as the backend technology like Node.js, and other basic front-end technology like HTML, JavaScript, CSS, TypeScript, etc. Currently, I'm working at Pune location. Before this, I worked at IBM, and before that, I worked for the firstcry.com and others few two three companies. And yeah, that's short intro.
Okay, sure. Let's start with some basic questions. Okay.
Sure.
So, what are all the React optimization, code optimization you can suggest?
Okay, so in React we can do the memoization. Memoization is into multiple level. Like one is component level memoization, another is the state level memoization with the use state hook, and another is functional level, which is again inside the component itself. The component level information is done using React dot use memo, which is provided by the React library itself. So memoization is the one thing. Another is the state we can lift the state up to the app level. If depend it is multiple scenario, but if we maintain a state in a proper component, then the re-renders will be reduced. So the number of re-render if happens extra, then our app will be slow. So we have to make sure that re-renders is minimum level. So that is the one way. Another way would be using the lazy loading. So when we import the components, so we can import them dynamically. So uh, the unless and until that component is not required, the DOM, I mean the layer library will not call it. So that is the one way using dynamic and lazy loading. Uh, Other than that, uh, React level for images also we can do the lazy loading, but that comes under HTML part, I guess.
Hmm.
Yep, these are the pretty much.
Okay, sure. So, how does this React reconciliation algorithm works?
Reconciliation works on the React Fiber. React Fiber, the algorithm basically is used to depend upon the linked list type of data structure. So what it does, it basically creates a virtual copy of the DOM tree. It is called as a virtual DOM. And when the any prop or state changes, the it will just check that particular value and compare the two DOMs, the actual DOM and the virtual DOM, and it will just replace those nodes which have the change the value. So when there is a difference, only those nodes will be changed, and other will be not. So that's how the reconciliation works.
Okay. So, for previous one, you are mentioning about the hooks and all, right? So, what are
Yes.
all the hooks you have worked?
The basic hooks mostly used like use state, use effect, use reducer, use
Mhm.
selector to get the store value, use context, use another would be uh, use memo, use callback. These are the
Okay.
pretty common. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is this difference between this use callback and then use memo and React memo?
So React Memo is for the component level memoization. So if we are creating one component and we want that component should not re-render again and again. So to component level memoization, we wrap that component inside a React.memo. So that is component level. But use state and use effect are inside the component. So for use state is for sorry, not use state, use memo and use callback are inside component. So use state is use memo is for basically for the state level memoization. So When we declare any state, what we do, we rather than using simple use state, we if we use memo and we wrap under that, we can pass dependencies over there. So until those dependencies don't change, we can basically get uh, that state value. And it also can be used for the heavy logic building. Suppose there is some function which is doing some calculation, so rather than performing those calculation again and again, we can keep it inside the use memo. Similar goes with the use callback, but callback will return a function, but other functionality will remain same. So that returned function we can execute. So that's the difference over there.
Okay. So, have you used this? Okay, for state management, how do you handle in your project?
I mostly worked on the Redux toolkit RTK library.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, have you used the Redux as well, or only the Redux toolkit?
The basic Redux, I mean the base Redux you are talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Very in the beginning, but later in every project I mostly worked on the RTK itself. But yeah, I'm clear about the concepts, but syntactically not. I mean, hands-on right now on the base Redux.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like we have this create syntax, sorry, create async thunk in Redux toolkit, right?
Yes.
So, what is the role of it?
So if we have to perform any async operation inside Redux, so Redux it does not provide from itself. So that we have to basically it, behind the scene it uses the thunk. It's another library, but in RTK it is by default comes with the RTK. So with that create Redux thunk is basically the method to perform the async operation, mostly used for the API calling.
Okay. So, what are all the life cycle it has? Like this,
In React, right?
this create thunk,
Okay,
create
create.
async thunk, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, it has three. Basically, it returns promises. So whatever the steps it has, it's the same like pending, fulfilled, and resolved. So these three are there.
Okay. Fine. Mm, in which way you feel like this Redux toolkit is better or easy to approach compared to Redux?
Uh, because Redux toolkit provides the simple syntax. I mean, it has slice. So for each model, we can create a separate slice, and we can keep the code separate for each model. So that way, it feels little bit better. Also, in the plain Redux, we have to do some boilerplate coding to set up and to configure it in the project. But for RTK, what we can do just I mean install that library, and with the simple use statement, we can directly start using the RTK. I mean, there is a very less configuration and boilerplate code. So in that way, RTK is better rather than using plain Redux. Also, it provides all the features. I mean, if you just using plain Redux, then you have to install the Redux thing for the synchronous operations. So, but with RTK, it comes by default, and again, it's a lightweight library, so it won't cause any much difference in our build at the end.
Okay. Have you worked on this React testing libraries?
Testing library, not for the React, but I worked for one Vue.js application there I used. But
Mm,
for the testing library, I don't have currently hands-on on that.
mm.
Yeah, but I have worked on one project, not much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. So how do you handle route protection in React Router?
Route protections are basically uh, if I mean for the authentication or authorization, we when we are going to check whether that user has a dual access to that route, we apply the route protectors. It's a kind of middleware, so um, there are predefined function given by the um, React router library. Uh, Similar kind of like before route or um, uh, before route is only I can remember right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So have you worked on micro front-end application?
I haven't worked on microfront. I mean, in the development, but I have. I did before. Before. I mean, in one of the company, I did the support kind of job for the microfront end, and there I have seen the how it was deployed. Plus, currently I have studied how the micro front end architecture is created. So, uh, I mean, I have a decent knowledge about it.
Okay. So can you say something about like why do we
Yeah.
need micro front-end?
So when our basically when our company size grows, I mean the team size grows, it's hard to maintain the code in a single repository. So what we can do for you know, we can modularize our code into separate project. The code base will be completely separate, and there will be one main container project that will include all these services, basically the other front end project. So there will be other child, we can call as child projects, or and the main project will be container project. So one project that I worked for the insurance company that had, so those had the multiple funnels like car insurance, the personal insurance, and for each there was a separate library. So the code base will be totally separate, and when we deploy it on the server as well, there also it creates a separate services. So that one I have seen. The main benefit is to just uh, the uh, I mean the reduce the conflict in between the team size. So the separate teams can deploy their code separately. They don't have to be dependent on each other. If we just follow the one code base, then it will be hard to manage. So that's the main difference and the main benefit.
Okay.
Uh, I cannot hear
Mm,
you. Okay.
yeah, sorry, sorry. I was moving that. Okay. So what are the difference between this controlled and uncontrolled components in React?
So control means when we are managing the form data with help of React hooks, like with use state or use. So that would be called as control component. But if we are directly handling with the user ref and not the state handling directly from the React, so that would be called as uncontrolled. So its states are not handled by the React. That's the main difference.
Okay. So how does this React handle synthetic events? React like how React handles the synthetic events?
Synthetic is as in provided by the HTML you are talking.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I guess I mean the mostly I worked on the React provided methods only, so I don't have any idea about the synthetic event how we perform directly in the React, because the names that
Okay.
we see are similar only. So
Mm.
uh, no, I don't know the difference exactly.
Okay. Sure. Mm. Can you open any normal JavaScript to say, like online code? I'll just share you one
JavaScript, right?
to. Yeah, JavaScript is fine.
Okay.
I'm just sharing you this one code in a message I have shared it. So you can able to see, right?
Yeah, one second now.
Okay.
Yeah, I am sharing my
Take it.
screen. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, I can see your
Yeah.
screen.
Okay.
So here, like I in the inventory, I'm just having sticky notes, pencil, eraser, sticky notes, all those things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So in the output, I need it like the string and then number of times it is being mentioned.
Okay. So this is basically
So
sample output, and this is expected output, right?
first one is the input,
Okay. And
and
this is
second one is the expected output. Yeah.
okay. So I will just run this to check the output. Is that fine with you?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Take your time, no issues.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
not the best
Okay.
way, but the output is.
Yeah, cool. Cool. Nice. Yeah. Okay, Amit. So as of now, I'm good with the interview. Okay. So do you have any questions?
No, as of now, no. I'm good as well. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Amit. Thank you. Have a good day.